And now, broadcasting on Star Worldwide Networks, it's In the Green Room. Green is in, but what does that really mean for you? Join the gang for a fun and energetic half-glass, half-full perspective to what and how sustainability is the lifestyle for the future. It can really affect everything you do, from your health, wallet, environment, money, even your morals. So our goal, to help save the planet one show at a time. Now, welcome to the Green Room.
Welcome everyone to In the Green Room. I'm Kinga.
And I'm Chet. And Happy New Year, everybody. This is kind of our New Year's Eve celebration episode.
That's true. We won't be back until what, the 5th, I think?
I know, it'll be like the
I thought
3rd. I think it's the 3rd.
I was going to guess the 4th. But
Lily, we're going to be back on the 5th.
It is the 5th.
Yes, it is the 5th.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Welcome, Reagan.
Hello.
We're super excited. You're going to be playing the cello tonight. And
I am.
Giving us your perspective from your, what, are you 16, 17?
I am 16.
Okay, great.
on the greatest show on earth, why be anywhere else on a Tuesday night?
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Dr. James Niller.
Love it here. Thank you for having me.
So let's get started.
Absolutely. This is a big year for In the Green Room, 4th anniversary. Congratulations to Kinga for leading such a wonderful show, wonderful productions. Her son Chet, for
Hello, Chet.
Thank
co-hosting
you.
for years.
Thank you. Yeah.
The show's been growing incredibly fast. It's finding its true voice. We are now on Facebook and Instagram. So
And we have a brand new
Brand new YouTube.
Brand new YouTube.
Yes, sorry. Expanding across all social media platforms, and the sky's the limit.
Is the mic
it's
back?
absolutely thrilling.
Are we back? I think we are. Okay. Sorry, I unplugged my mic. I don't know. That's the first time that's
Let's
ever
just keep
happened.
That's
going.
really odd.
Don't worry.
That was funny, actually. So, some comic relief. But
So we have a lot to do in 2021. We have a lot to prove. We have a lot to improve and sustainability with ourselves and just spreading that green love of just caring for the earth and others and recognizing heroes. I mean, that's what we're all about here. Right, Chet?
yeah, and one thing we can definitely talk about too are some resolutions people can set for the new year to try to be more sustainable and more active, because I feel like that's a big part of your health. And, getting through this pandemic, people should try to strive to be more healthy. Like, help us get through this quicker.
Well, and Doc is going to be giving us some tips this show for our 2021, and also for just the next few days how we can get prepped and ready. Although I think we should just splurge until the first. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely got to enjoy life. I think it's all about that moderation. You got to have fun every day, but you also have to work towards your goals every day.
Is that okay, Doc?
Absolutely. And I think 2020's taught that in ways that we weren't expecting. A little bit more to live in the moment, live for the present, plan for the future, but don't forget to live fully in the present and enjoy every moment as it comes.
I love that you say that, Doc, because I know for a lot of people, 2020 has been a really difficult year. I'm somebody that does focus. I don't even my mind just won't even let myself think negative. It does very momentarily, but then I just focus on the positive. And so this year has been all about hiking, a lot of hiking for me, photography, spending lots of time with Rachel and Chet, my kids, and a lot of cooking, fixing up my place. And then just, I don't know, I've just been just doing a lot of positive improvement for the show.
Absolutely.
So, just how can we brainstorm? How can we get better? How can we improve? And meeting you, Doc, you've been putting me on that transformational energy program. And I did lose a ton of weight until Thanksgiving hit. And then I just started pigging out again, guinea pig.
That's how it goes, to the point that you know how to get it back. That's the difference. And you're going to get it back. So don't even worry about it. And this has all moved us towards the what's becoming the social media standard of transparency and authenticity. People demand that you be transparent, and they demand that you be authentic, or they tune you out. What's interesting about the COVID pandemic is they estimate it's moved us about 10 years ahead rapidly towards what technology should allow our lives to be. Meaning we should be able to work remotely. We should be able to live from home. We weren't doing it because we were stuck in these cultural and work trends, which always said you have to come into the office, etc.
Well, I feel like some of those have negative aspects, though, like working from home and some of the other shutdowns have really made people lose their human connection, and that human touch, I think, was really important. And I
agree
feel
with
like
that.
I don't think we should necessarily try to just always stay home when we're working and doing other things, because human interaction is so important. So I really hope that the lack of human interaction in 2020 is just a phase as we get through the pandemic and things go back to normal, hopefully.
How do you feel about that, Reagan?
Yeah, to add on that, like I had to finish up my freshman year online. I didn't get to go and have that one-on-one time with teachers or other students. And then I had to start this year online. My first quarter of my sophomore year was completely online. Fortunately, we could go back in person for about 6 weeks for that second quarter, and then everyone went back online after Thanksgiving. So everyone's grades were not as great as they were when we were in person last year, but it's been a hard change.
Well, the social aspect is huge too, because you obviously not as making as many friends in those online classes. And at the end of the day, the friends you make in high school and college are almost more valuable than the information you gain. Like all my friends from high school are like, they're my community. That's all the people I depend on and stuff like that. And I don't know if I would have had so many friends in high school if I was always online. So
right.
I think it's really important that they get you guys back in the classroom and get people back in the workplace so that they have those interactions. But we are really lucky that technology has allowed us to use them as a temporary solution while we're going through this pandemic.
Well, Chet, I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back, but you do have a mother that's very gregarious. It has a lot of friends. And so I made it very important to me that
that was like the most, you just complimented yourself so hard in third person. It'd be like if I was like, oh, your son, he's just the greatest. God.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense.
Thanks, Robin.
Just compliment yourself straight on. Just be like,
because we had so many get-togethers at our house. Like our house was the open door policy. Like anybody could come over. And I always said to Chet, oh, bring all the friends. And it was like every day, as long as they got their homework done and as long as they got their great grades, I was like, you can have all your friends over.
But what does that have to do with them being stuck in the online classes? What
I'm saying is, I think it's important that people. Okay, I love what you're saying. What's important is that I think people sometimes make their kids too much into like almost like machines, where they have to be all about their academics. Only your sports have to be amazing. Only your music. But really, what the most important thing in life are your relationships with people that love you.
Definitely.
And having,
absolutely.
right? That's the most important thing. And in 2021, I'm going to say that I feel is the most important, because as people have been deprived of human interaction and friendships and that human contact, I see that is the most important thing for 2021.
But
Absolutely.
The good news though is as the pandemic is getting, as the vaccine is getting distributed, hopefully life will be returning back to normal somewhat soon as those get distributed throughout the country. So
there you go.
We got good news going into 2021.
Doc, are we going to all have this vaccine?
Say.
We are all going to have the vaccine. I mean, it's coming out quickly. We're getting it in healthcare, and often at the end of the day, the hospitals have too many doses left over, and so they're kind of looking in the cafeterias and elsewhere for people who want to get vaccinated. I think it is rolling out very quickly, and we're going to achieve herd immunity this year.
So you'll be the guinea pig this time, and you'll get it first, and we can watch what happens to you.
I am expecting my dose, hopefully sometime this week.
Are they forcing doctors working in those ERs to get it, or is it by choice?
That's a very interesting question. So not yet, but for example, I think it will become mandatory. For example, my hospital privileges will be suspended if I do not prove that I received the flu vaccine each and every year. So I'll be out, can't work. You're not welcome here anymore if you didn't get the flu vaccine. And I have a feeling the same thing is going to come for the COVID vaccine, although that mandate has not been given to us yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Kind of scary. But
we need to be a little bit louder. Oh, okay. We all need to be louder for Facebook. Okay. Sorry about that. So Dr. James Kneller, you're a cardiologist.
Yes.
You're an EP.
Yes.
And we are going into this 2021. We want to hear what you think we need to do mentally, physically, and with what we're eating just give us some quick tips of how we can get started in the beginning, on day one.
Yeah, so important because COVID still has us bundled up and people aren't exercising as much and they're not getting out. And a lot of people are putting on the COVID-19, which is the joke for the extra 19 pounds that people are taking on.
That's a hilarious one. I like it.
I mean, I'm hearing this everywhere and seeing it. So we need to find ways to exercise, even if that is at home. There's so many good workout videos on YouTube that are completely free, and you don't need any equipment. You don't need any weights, maybe a mat. I've been doing them in the hallway of my apartments, that when I jump up and down, it doesn't pound on the guy below me. And so far, no one's come knocking on my door to tell me to knock it off. So I've been able to exercise in my apartment during COVID. People need to find a way to keep moving.
I've done one of these videos with him. Actually, it really kicks your ass. I don't know. What is that video?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Evolve series on YouTube. Series of guided workouts, 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what you choose.
A lot of push-ups, a lot of squats, a lot of jumping, a lot of burpees. That's really challenging. I could only do about 30 minutes, and then I had to go to the weight room.
Yeah, there's level 1 and 2, and then each video has 3 different levels in it. So you follow who you feel you can keep up with and what's most appropriate for you. But it's an example of phenomenal workouts led out by professionals that everyone has access to completely for free. And so I think finding ways to exercise and stay active and being very mindful of that is incredibly important, as is our eating patterns. And my eating patterns, I've really this year come into a nice rut that I'm really appreciating. And
you're wearing a smaller size. You told me today that you have a smaller Lululemon size.
I'm wearing size 33 pants, which I have not done since high school. And
nice.
I just bought them over this holiday at a time when I was eating more. So I think I probably could have made it 32. But
he was kind of chunky before I saw some pictures.
It's been a journey.
Am I allowed to say
COVID
that?
is out. COVID is out.
Am I allowed to say that?
So, wait, just to go back. Wait, what was the name of those exercise videos one more time?
The Evolve.
Evolve. Okay, cool. Well, other than that, what are some ways you stay active? Like when things have been shut down, have you been hiking or going on runs, or what's your MO? How do you stay active other than your video regimen?
Great question. I think in the big hospitals, it's easy to rack up your steps if you choose to walk and try to take the stairs as much as you can. So for me, that has helped. But honestly, my building has a pool, so I've started swimming. Interestingly, this summer they shut it down because of COVID, so it really was just hopping around in my apartment because it was 110, 116 outside. And so that was kind of constraining. But now that it's cooled off, being in Arizona, I am hiking a lot more, which I've really appreciated. Thanks to our wonderful CEO and founder, who is a hiking psycho.
Aficionado,
aficionado, better word. So yeah, you can hike your tail off. So
we've actually hiked at night a few times with flashlights.
With flashlights.
In fact, tonight after we eat a little rabbit food, some beans and some greens, we're going to go hike with flashlights if anybody wants to join us.
So it'll be just you.
So it's important to point out, I think, and you made the point that the rattlesnakes in winter are asleep at night. Whereas in summer, if you hike at night, those little critters are going to be out on the trail because that's their time to hike and get out and move around when it's not so hot. So safe time to hike is winter, the most comfortable time. But if you're going to do night hiking, winter is really your safest option. So it's a good idea to try to do that now.
Well, I think one of the ways to also slim down, and something I do when I'm at home, is I turn the music on and I get out my weights and I start dancing to music. And I think we have Renee here. Oh, Reagan. Oops. Did we delete that?
We're not even drinking wine and you flipped a name. Jeez.
We have
why
Reagan
aren't we
here.
drinking? It's the New Year's Eve episode.
I know.
What's
Why didn't you
happening?
bring any?
Right back at you.
If Reagan wants to play a song that we can get excited about, I know you were playing before the show.
Yes, I was.
So what are you going to play?
I'm going to play the prelude from the first Bach cello suite.
Wow.
Wow, we're excited.
Can I ask one question? Would you call yourself a Gen Z? You identify with Gen Z.
I am a Gen Zer.
You're a Gen Z. Okay, perfect. Because we need your perspective later on.
Absolutely.
So that's great.
Be prepared for that.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to plug your social media so people can go follow you and all that.
My Instagram is at hi.its.reagan.
We will tag you if no one got that, but we will absolutely tag you.
And then do you need any more room? That thing's
No,
pretty big.
she's
good.
good.
Okay.
She's good. There's tons of room. Just scoot a little. And then do you need a second, Robin, does she need a second?
No.
Playing a
Okay,
cello.
Just playing. All right. Sweet.
Okay. Just one mic? Yeah. Okay, just one mic. Of course.
Get it down.
About to have some Bach, some cello coming at you. from In the Green Room.
She's amazing. It's really good.
Wow. That was amazing.
Reminds me, I love classical music. I can't wait for those concerts to start.
Yeah, that was incredible. We just got our own little private concert in the green room. Wow.
Thank you so
Chamber.
much.
How long have you
Orchestra.
been playing for?
I've been playing for about 7 years.
Wow, yeah.
7 years. How exciting. Oh my gosh. When I
was
saw
amazing.
you play, I made a beeline to come and talk
She
to you.
did. She came and grabbed me by my shoulders and told me, "What's your phone number?"
I did. I was super excited.
She's amazing at finding talent for the show, so that doesn't surprise me. And I could see why when she heard you playing.
Thank you.
Got to get you in the green room. That was
So what are
amazing.
we studying, Reagan?
What was that?
What are we studying? Like, what do you want to?
Well, if she's still in high school, they're studying
I
everything.
am still in high school.
Yeah, they're studying.
I know you seem like you're in college, but do you know if you want to be a lawyer, a doctor?
Definitely
musician?
want to go the music route. There's this
Yay.
great program in NYU, New York University, that I
Ooh.
want to do.
Love
It's yeah. I would do a master's in music performance, and then a bachelor's in music technology, and start producing music, hopefully.
Wow, good for you.
I
That's
think
an awesome
we need to
option.
mix
You
one of
love
the.
NYU.
We need to mix one of her cello songs and make it all dancey.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
That'd be super
I
fun.
produce.
Yeah.
I make like electronic, like dance music. Nothing
Wouldn't that be cool?
that refined, but it's pretty dancey and fun.
But I think you could do that. That'd be fun.
I would actually sample strings in like a few of my songs already, but I would totally love to collaborate. That
You
was
can
amazing.
record some live samples instead.
Yeah, it'll be more rich, and then I can give you the credit. So win-win.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, Doc. What are we doing next? What's the next tip for the new year, 2021?
What's the next tip?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say
How does music help enrich our lives, and how does music help heal the soul and our bodies for 2021? Because I mean, for me, if I'm stressed out, the first thing I want to hear is the cello or violin or any kind of soothing music.
this is a fascinating question that I'm diving into deeper and deeper in my own personal reading. But I think we're starting to recognize that, say, the DNA in our cells is actually antennae for a variety of frequencies, including music, and that music can synchronize cellular function at the DNA level throughout our bodies. So,
Wow.
fundamental for health and wellness and
That's
positive
insane.
growth and disease suppression,
Right.
And positive mood and attitude. It's unreal.
So music is healing the soul, and that's why this show, you keep asking about why the show is what's the genesis of the show? How's the show evolved? Well, I love music, and my passion is music. And so that's why we try to feature local musicians or rock stars from all over the world. And I think we've got two brothers that are going to be playing some guitar very soon here. We're super excited.
You're like, you keep asking, and why do you never get it? I do get it. I'm learning. Music gives a voice to our deepest emotions.
Okay.
It gives us a voice. It helps us express what we can't express in words. And we have an
100%.
outlet otherwise.
And that's why when the right song comes on, it can take your emotion any direction immediately, because it, like you were saying, it just has a connection to your soul. That's why, you hear Ave Maria, you're going to get sad. You hear, a really banging dance song, like a chami track, you're going to start dancing. So
Wait, Ave Maria, why does that make you sad? That makes me happy.
that's kind of a sad song.
That was my wedding song.
Oh, wait. No. I was thinking of the funeral song. What's the really famous funeral song?
Well, that's Ave. Grandpa loved that song, so that's why it was played at.
Well, no, there's a specific funeral track I'm thinking of. That must not be
It's the same song. It's the
Requiem.
same song. No. It's Ave Maria. It's the same song that was
Or
played.
what's the one with the bagpipes? Why are we even talking about funeral songs? Let's get on to happy songs.
Well, let's go on to hopefully Reagan. We could play another song here.
All right.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Love to hear it.
Wonderful.
Let us know what we're gonna hear though.
Ooh. We are going to hear the Sarabanda from the third cello suite. It's in C major.
Amazing. Let's go. Get ready for some smooth cello on your ears.
Your voice sounds so smooth, Chet. Everybody's telling me. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he really does.
Wow. The cello is just such a majestic instrument. I would say is the adjective I would use.
It's so soulful.
Absolutely. I love it.
But as soon as she starts playing it, the whole room, it just feels like we're all like more sophisticated than we actually are.
Right? And she
Grab
does
the tea.
she does a lot of charity work for an organization that helps women that are
Yeah, Hope
battered
Women's
or-
Center.
Yes.
It takes women in, fosters them, helps them with kids, helps them with any financial support, and it's all centered around like the church. So they do a lot of Bible studies there. So
That's an amazing cause. Wait, what was the name of the foundation?
It's called Hope Women's Center.
Yes, let's give them a shout out.
Yeah.
Donate
we'll
to
tag
Hope
them.
Women's Center. Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone donate to them, and we'll tag them and put it in our Facebook.
They take clothing donations, any kind of donations, like dishes, coffee makers, whatever you have. They will take and use.
Thank you so much. Well, we really are so thankful and grateful that we had you here at the show.
And you
Thank
are
you for
so
having me.
talented, like amazing. You're going to crush that master's degree. I know.
Thank you so much.
So we wanted to hear about, Doc had asked her a question about the Gen X.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a major theme of the show is sustainability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so-
we were discussing sustainability throughout the show and projecting ahead to what sustainability is going to mean to us in the future. And I was very interested to hear the Gen Z millennial perspective on sustainability, especially personal sustainability, and how we can develop ourselves and maintain ourselves throughout these challenges that we're experiencing and continue moving forward in a positive direction.
So goals. What are your goals for 2021 as far as how you can improve with sustainability and being better to helping others and the planet? I know it's putting you on the spot, but
Or your
There we go.
strategy, even your strategy.
Yeah, so I love fostering connections with other people, trying to help people as best I can, whether that's through like schoolwork, if they need help on a math problem, or if they need support, just a shoulder to cry on or someone to be there for them. I love helping other people. And yeah.
well, that's a great answer. I love that. So spread that message. And if you could tell your friends about our show, once again, we just started a YouTube channel, In the Green Room YouTube. One of our most recent shows, Cheryl Cooper was on. And if you could tell your friends to check out our YouTube and our Instagram and Facebook and comment on the show tonight, that'd be awesome.
Will do.
Well, thank you so much, Reagan, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And
Thank
what's the mood of the Gen Zs right now? You know, kind of coming out of COVID, and you guys are in school and being told to stay home more than probably anyone else.
I think a general message you could get is we're in it together and we want this to end. We're ready for 2021. We're ready for a new year.
I love it.
We want to make 2021 better than 2020. Always room for self-improvement.
I think it's going to be the best year ever.
I think so too.
And we want it to end. I like that.
So it sounds like you find yourselves bonding together and
I think
holding
so.
on to each other a little bit more than you might have normally.
Definitely.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Well, thank you so much, Reagan. We're going to have the brothers come on over. They're going to be sitting over here on the end.
All right.
Hopefully, you'll come back in the green room sometime. About to have.
She's coming back and she's going to be singing because she also sings in the choir.
Okay. Well, we're about to have our
She has an
next
angelic voice.
musical guest on. Welcome in the green room. Give us a little intro. Get up close to the mic too.
Very, very happy to be here.
Welcome.
All right, we're in. Hey, everybody.
So, what is your band name?
We are the Sonus Brothers
We go by theguitarbrothers.com.
because no one will spell Sonus correctly. You'll end up at a jacuzzi or spa website.
Right,
So
I love it.
theguitarbrothers.com has worked out pretty good for us.
Awesome. So, do you have any social media or SoundCloud or profile you want to plug?
we're old school. We have a website.
Okay.
It's this thing you'd type in a www and you'd go to
You
it.
can find it on dial-up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
But they're
Perfect.
coming
cool.
out, but you guys are coming out with a couple records and you said you're going to start up your social media.
There's we've been working on 2 concurrent records now for almost a decade, and between marriages and having children and everything else, it's had a time to percolate. It's like a fine wine or a 12-year scotch.
12.
12.
Not 18.
Not 18. So we've been holding off on jumping into the whole social media platforms until we actually have the records
I
done.
do have a Facebook. I've shared this.
Thano has a Facebook.
My phone's going off here. This is great. This is very cool.
So, but it'll be coming soon, and all the information's on our old school website.
How do they find that website though? Just
They
so you
type
guys
in
can
a
plug-
www.theguitarbrothers.com.
The Guitar Bros. Okay, sweet. Go bump their
We
tracks.
want to hear your song.
Yeah, so we thought we would do an adaptation of the Ave Maria.
Keep the mood light, right? Yeah.
This is a song we call Ladies' Night.
Wait, sorry. I was thinking. I just remembered what song it was. It was "Amazing Grace." That was the song that I was thinking of.
That's the bagpipe thing.
Yes,
You're right. That's right.
that was the song I was thinking of. So that was the edit. All right, take it away.
This is the original, correct?
Yes.
Okay, only originals, please. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing.
Sometimes I forget to breathe.
It's just, all I wanna
I don't
do is
think I
dance.
took
can't
a
sit
breath
still.
during that either. Yeah.
That's incredible. You guys wrote that?
We
Yes.
did write that.
Wait,
That's
what is the name of
unbelievable.
that song?
It's called Ladies' Night.
Ladies' Night. Okay.
And it was inspired by a particular. We do
You
instrumental
should tell
music.
the story. You really
well,
should.
no, well, it's an all ages show, so I'll give the I'll just give the disclaimer that there's a lot use a lot of your imagination, but it was inspired by a specific night that my lovely wife, then fiance, had.
So an intimate night?
Well, quite. It was an entertaining
Yeah, so to
night.
speak.
Let's just say it was ladies' night out, and I got invited to join, and it inspired that song. The next morning, this song came out. So the rest you can imagine.
So how does the writing process for that song go? Like, do you write like parts of the solo and then you bring in the other melodies to complement it, or how do you guys write that together?
How we write really is a process of I'll come up with something or Dimitri will come up with something, but we never finish the song.
Mm-hmm.
We just have like a basic idea and then we get together and jam on it. Oftentimes we start performing these songs live in front of people before we actually record them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think as live players, we're more spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in the studio, you tend to, confine it
Mm-hmm.
to the box to make sure it's perfect. But lots of times when it's imperfect is when it's the best. So we let
Mm-hmm.
those imperfections kind of write themselves into the songs. And as it was with a lot of those songs, there was whiskey and cigars involved too.
Okay, I was about to say that song made me want to go try to open up a whiskey cigar bar somewhere,
See,
just
there we
so
go.
that I could play that song all on a loop for when people walk in. 'Cause, wow, that's a tune.
I don't want to wait a month to have that on. How can we get that right away?
Oh, that song is actually available on our website. All of our music is available and can be downloaded directly from our website.
www.theguitarbrothers.com.
TheGuitarBrothers.com.
Sweet.
Wow, you're incredible.
You can find us on CD Baby also. And then it's on all of the streaming platforms distributed through CD Baby. So
I
you
have to
can
give a
find it.
shout out to Tiffany Reno because she heard that you guys were going to be playing at the Gainey Shops, and so we went there about a month ago to hear you guys play, and I just was blown away.
Hey, we were just glad to have an opportunity to perform live again.
Right.
You guys are
Ain't that
amazing.
the
That's
truth?
right.
So Chet's grandma loved like flamenco guitar, any kind of guitar like that you could dance. She played a lot of that, and that's where you heard a lot of that as a child, thanks to her influence. Anyway, I love your music.
It's funny
We
you
love
say
it.
that because what we're playing now is the music we grew up listening to. We went through a whole range of our commercial rock phase, contemporary jazz, and everything we did we loved, but what we've really settled into is what we grew up hearing. Being full-blooded Greek, but having a lot of Latin culture blended in through the Greek family that lived in Mexico. So, what you hear as a child and what connects with you musically as a child, I think comes back around full circle and becomes, it has its second incarnation.
And
I love that you guys are brothers and that you get along so well and just playing together. Do you guys ever fight?
we bicker. It's never really fighting. It's just bickering.
Almost like a banter. It's almost kind of funny.
We
yeah.
work it out on the golf course.
We
so
do, we do.
It works out.
Which means I usually prevail.
That's right. He wins all of our arguments on the golf course.
Wait, can we hear another one, please?
Sure,
Because
sure. What do
that
you
first
want
one
to
was
play?
intoxicating.
Let's do a Tango Carnaval.
Okay.
Intoxicating. I love it. Let's
You want to
go.
do the Toximi intro?
Let's just hit it.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
so unique.
Yeah, I was
Oh
about
my
to say,
goodness.
if they ever make another Zora movie, you guys need to be on the soundtrack.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Wow, I love you guys so much. You guys are not only like the dynamic duo, the way you write that music, but just the way you dance. And gosh, you're playing the drums on your guitar. It's so cool.
We do tend to break the guitars every once in a while.
So is there a story behind that tune? How was that one written? What brought that song?
I
into
know
life?
that Dimitri and I were spending a little time at a little cabin outside of Payson on a writing trip. We spent 3 days in Payson, 3 days down to Rocky Point. I forgot the other spot we were, but the intention was to just write songs. And we came up with that concept. We didn't know what to call it. It had aspects of a tango in it, but it was also felt like a big party. So we named it Tango Carnival.
Mm-hmm. Totally feels like a party.
It's a party and it's tango in essence, but it's a lot more. So. Yeah, that's right.
Scotch and Payson, tequila in Mexico, and
that was made.
Yeah, that's how that came together. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to surprise a friend of mine that I dance with. Sometimes we do tango lessons. And wouldn't that be cool if you showed up and you guys played live for us?
We would do that, sure.
in a heartbeat.
It's actually Alice Cooper's wife, Cheryl.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheryl Cooper, yeah.
Heartbeat.
She's so talented and she's been teaching us the tango, so I'd love to bring you guys.
No, we would come in, put a rose in our mouth, whatever. Sure.
All right, there we go.
Can you imagine that?
I'm trying not to.
Try not to
I'm
imagine
trying
that.
not to.
So
I'm trying not to.
where can people go and see you guys live, or is everything too shut down because of COVID? Still
Everything's
right now?
been shut down. There's a really great chance, though, that we're going to start performing on a steady basis at a brand new restaurant in Cave Creek. It's called Ofrenda, like
Ofrenda.
Ofrienda, which is a Spanish word meaning offering.
Look out,
Ofrenda is a very cool place. We're still kind of negotiating. We're not sure our start date, but it might be within the next couple of weeks. So if you go to our website, theguitarbrothers.com, just sign up for our list. We send out emails only based on our live performances. So you'll get one from us every couple of months just with an update and things. So we're not going to spam you. If spam is still a word, I don't know.
is.
Are we getting too old for spam? Is that it? What's the new word for? I don't know. Junk mail, right? So
I see you guys playing at the Camelback Inn.
We've and through our career, it's often we'll perform 200 times a year.
Wow.
For sure.
Because they're having live music again.
Yeah, at Camelback Inn, it would be great. We're just not scheduled there yet. So.
Okay.
Well, I can tell when you guys are playing, you really love what you're doing. So it's not really, working 200 nights a year. You guys look like you really enjoy it. So.
They call it playing music.
Yeah.
They don't call it working music.
Very true.
When you're playing, you're playing.
Putting the guitar back in the case. That's the work part of it. So,
And this is reminding me of your story of how you started in the green room, going way back when you were a young girl and an owner of multiple TV stations identified in you a special potential. You had the voice, you had the look, you had the attitude for media, and he said you should be a star one day. And even though life took you a little bit circuitous, here you are now dedicating yourself 100% full-time professionally to mass media and developing the green room, which is so wonderful. And I think so much of the success of the show is honestly your energy and inspiration and passion that you bring to every program. And that's so
Thank you.
obvious. And you've taught us about this theme of sustainability and everything that sustainability means, personal sustainability. Tell us a few things that sustainability means to you, because I need to make an important point as we go through.
Okay, so I will tell you some of the things that are important to me, and then after that, I want to hear the brothers, what it means to them. But for me, sustainability is sustainability in love, in intimacy, in friendships. It's sustainability with caring about the planet, and I don't care if somebody doesn't believe in the whole climate change thing, whether you do or you don't. It is our home, it is our planet. And so, if you see trash on the ground.
Well, it's not really something to believe in. It's getting hotter outside. So,
Yeah.
You can just measure that with a thermometer.
Well, thank you, Chet.
It's not something you choose to believe in or not. No, it's getting hotter.
No, I'm
so
glad
we
we're
should do
approaching-
something about that.
We're addressing the elephant in the room, and that is whether all of the human activity how responsible is that for temperature changes?
Well, yeah, but we just need to change the wording. It's not, do you believe in global warming? It's, do you acknowledge reality? because the world is getting warmer.
The world is getting warmer.
Okay, I agree
as
with
it
that,
has gotten
Chet.
warmer and colder in the past.
But do you think that we're all going to be doomed and the world's going to end?
No,
I don't think that.
There's
I don't think
solutions
that.
to it, but what I'm saying, it's important articulation, because to say you believe in global warming allows for it to basically be an opinion. It's not. The world's getting warmer. We need to do something about it. That's kind of all it comes down to.
Well, and that's what I was trying to say, and that's why I think we have a big following here, because people like our positive attitude that yes, we do care about the planet, and yes, we do think that people need to make changes and use less plastic and eat less red meat, because it's not healthy for you to eat it all the time, and it's not good for the planet. But do you have to never eat it again? No. And some of these extremists that turn people off, they're way too extreme about the planet, and they actually, I think, are the problem, because people get the other side gets so angry, they're just like, I'm doing nothing. So I think it's important to have the balance, like you always say, the balance.
I mean, I agree. It's
you
never
think,
good
Doc?
for anybody to become an extremist, because that means they're going too far with whatever that is. But the more devoted you are to minimizing your greenhouse footprint, that's a good thing. Like if someone's really a stickler and they're really vegan and they're as sustainable as can be in every aspect of life, I applaud them. I'm not vegan, so I can't say that I'm that heroic, but I still do what I can. And that's what the show is all about, is just do your best, do what you can.
Yeah. If you see trash, pick it up. If you can use less plastic, and just, a lot of people are wasteful, that you don't need to, buy a new dress for every different ball you go to. You can just look in your closet or borrow a dress from a friend. You don't need to go spend more money. I think people are getting annoyed. I keep wearing the same outfits over and over again.
Yeah, no, I think we're now hitting the the nail on the head.
And while we're there, let's shout out Goodwill, because that's a great spot to find some recycled clothes, and they've been such an amazing sponsor to us in the past. And
we love the Goodwill.
Talk about an amazing company that does so much for the community. So shout out to Goodwill.
And thank you to the CEO, Tim O'Neill. So brothers, what do you guys do? And what are your goals for sustainability, or how to be a better person in 2021?
Well, Dimitri, I'm wondering if I can borrow your pants tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, that might be a bit of a stretch.
Might be a bit of a stretch. No kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, really, I mean, sustainability kind of speaks to a broader idea that we're just becoming more aware and more conscious of what the right thing to do is. So for me, on the smallest level, it means being genuine about what I say, what I think, what I feel.
Authentic?
Yeah, authentic. Even if someone doesn't agree with me, I'm not afraid to say it and listen to someone else who is authentic, because then everybody has a really great opinion and better things come from it. I have small children. I have a 4-year-old who understands what the recycle bin is. So when he catches me throwing cardboard in the trash, he says, "Dad," and he calls me out. So it's like teaching it to young people means that more people are going to be aware of it in the future, because this is a generational situation we're in. If we want to affect change now, really, it's not going to be until 30 years from now. With the things that we say, the things that we do, the people we influence aren't going to be in numbers until we get further into the future. So if you say that we're going to change the world today, it's not going to happen tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We just all have to start acting better so it becomes better later. There's always going to be bad actors. Baby steps. That's right. And then, try not to give the bad actors so much media time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying resonates with our whole message here, which is saving the planet.
One show at a
time.
And to re-articulate, the point that you make, Kinga, is that whether or not you believe that human activity is substantially changing the temperature of the planet, your behavior on the planet should be the same, and that each of us should be doing everything that is within our power to be good stewards of planet Earth, our common home, and doing as much as we can to promote the health of the planet and the sustainability of the planet, whether or not you believe in those ultimate changes. Because if you say, I don't believe that human activity is really impacting climate change, that can't be your excuse to be sloppy on the planet. Okay. Right. And I think that's the sustainability message that you've driven home for us through the In the Green Room broadcast that I've really appreciated.
Well, thank you. I just believe that, it's doing the right thing and leaving things better than you found it. And I feel, we can all vintage shop and we don't need more. And, really, when you give somebody a gift, give them the gift of time. I know when I always say to my kids, don't buy me a present unless it's wine. Don't buy me a present. Really just want to spend the time with you. So we want to hear from Dimitri. We want to hear what you're going to be doing
I take it I'm going to take it one step on top of my brothers here, is that I feel my personal belief is that the only thing you can control in the world, truly control, is your attitude.
I love it.
And sustainability starts with an attitude.
Love you so much for saying that.
The attitude that you take, the attitude is a choice. And your attitude shapes how you act in the world, how you interact with people, interact with the planet, how you interact with yourself.
And it influences people too.
Yes.
So,
and you can make everybody feel good just by having a great attitude.
Sustainability starts with attitude.
Yes, and that's a principle from quantum physics, that how we observe and see reality shapes the nature of reality. And we're learning that that's true in very, very fundamental ways. So wonderful that you've grasped that intuitively. For me, that's very powerful.
It was the physics class.
Yeah, I was told there'd be no math, and now we're doing physics. What's going on here?
We have biocentrism,
We've got the nerd in the room that's going to twist everything into a nerdy comment.
I love it.
I like it.
We always get there. But I mean, don't you feel that in society there's this palpable upward push? People want to be better. They want to be greater. They're reaching out to educate themselves. I feel it all around me that compared to where we were 20 years ago, the planet and people want to move forward.
Don't go on TikTok then. No, I'm kidding.
Isn't that what a clock does? I haven't got that far with my platform.
I'm totally with you on that. And I feel with the absence of contact and the absence of live entertainment and interaction, when it becomes safer for us to do so, I think there's going to be such a wave and a surge of people going out wanting to connect. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for positive to come.
Yes. Who will you be? What will you do? Where is your attention? And on what are you focused?
Well, I do have to say that I think that everybody has to think about their own actions. And like you said, your attitude is everything. And I think that if you can leave this world a better place, then you've done your part. And I think that we all, have to really think about it. If you have children, even if you don't have children, you just want it to be better for them. Chet, do you have anything to say?
Well, yeah, I think that what they both said as far as being conscious and having a good attitude, I think those were like two amazing answers as like the two building blocks of being a better person all the time, not just in a sustainable way. But if you're conscious about every decision, you're never going to do anything that's going to harm someone else because you're always thinking about how your actions are going to affect other people. So hopefully everybody will be more conscious in 2021 and have a great attitude, and and hopefully the world turns back to normal.
Well, and we all can recognize that if you go to the beach and you see plastic or trash in the ocean, that you can't deny the fact that we all need to stop using plastic. I think plastic was invented in like the 60s. And if we keep, just being so wasteful and not reusing our glasses, we're going to, so we just need to be better and no more plastic. And say no to plastic.
Say no to, and for God's sakes, do something with your masks because they're turning up in the oceans by the millions right now.
Thank you.
That's true. It's like people aren't disposing.
So use a sustainable one and just rewash it. So we are saving the planet one show at a time. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.